Welcome, brothers and sisters, to Mormon Movie Reviews, where LDS movie lovers belong. I'm your humble host, Steve A's, and today is February 5th, 2023. This is episode 78, where we will review The Spirit of the Game, released in 2016. This has a running time of 1 hour and 38 minutes. It's rated PG. It's a biographical sports drama. This review works best if you've seen this film before, though that is not required, and here's your spoiler alert. Your synopsis. Missionaries helped the fledgling Australian basketball team compete in their first Olympic Games in 1956. Now, here's your setting. We're in Utah in 1950s. 20-year-old Darran Scott, here played by Darran Scott, is on top of the world. He's the MVP of his college basketball team at the University of Utah, and he just got engaged to Emily, and his mom and dad are so happy for him. But while Emily is off to California to help her sister, Delilah is shocked when she suddenly returns and outright says, "I can't marry you," with no explanation, and she walks away in the arms of another man. He's heartbroken.
Why?
What a bummer. Basketball training camp starts up, and even though his dad advised him to use his sad feelings to make himself a better person, Delilah shocks his coach when he resigns from the team to serve a full-time mission for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. His coach tries to talk him out of it, but Condi's mind is made up. He wants to serve the Lord. And so Elder Condi, he decides to say his goodbye to his friends and families back in Utah, and his mission destination? Why, Melbourne, Australia.
Hi, you must be Condi. I've been waiting for you. I'm Elder Groberg.
I'm pleased to meet you.
So it's 1956. The Olympics are coming to Australia, and Melbourne is gripped with Olympic fever. Condi is met by a group of elders who insist on making a detour to play basketball game, and the greenie joins right in. Coach Watson of the Australian basketball team is watching, and everyone quickly realizes that the Mormon Yankee is an outstanding hooper. Off the court, the missionaries repeatedly get doors slammed in their faces. They're sprayed with water hoses, and they're even pelted with tomatoes. No one believes in their message of faith. They're exhausted, but they try one more house on the block, and wow, it's Coach Ken Watson's house. He recognizes Elder Condi as that star basketball player who he talked to into working with the Aussie team on technique and pointers. So Coach Watson and Elder Condi, they see the bigger picture about how basketball can be used to reach the Australian people by establishing a common ground, and so they petition the mission president and even church headquarters in Salt Lake City and finally get approval to participate. As basketball teams from around the world converge on Australia, the Mormon Yankees play some exhibition matches and do very well, and best of all, people are joining the LDS Church. In the climax of the film, the French Olympic team, one of the best in the world, suffers a humiliating loss to a religious bunch of Yankees. The 1956 Mormon Yankee team went on to defeat every Olympic nation that they played except for the Russians, narrowly losing by 6 points. They then continued to tour of regional cities across Australia, playing to sell out crowds. Now, Darran Scott returned to college where he studied law and became a successful JAG attorney. And Coach Ken Watson continued his active involvement in basketball as a player, coach, and administrator right through until his death in 2008. He's widely regarded as the father of Australian basketball. If you want to get in touch with me, I'm at mormonmoviereviews@gmail.com. Now, Darran Scott does a fair job of playing a Mormon missionary. He's believable and relatable, though perhaps a bit stiff at times. His skills on the basketball court are literally passable. Now, the critics who know this genre best from like the Salt Lake Tribune and Deseret News, they're not impressed with Darran Scott's film, nor are most of the audience members. You know, one of the biggest challenges to a film like this is the fact that there's no natural foil. The filmmakers try to present the French team as a rival to the Mormon missionary team, but it just doesn't take hold. Another challenge that this mediocre historical drama never overcomes is that the Mormon Yankees, they don't win the gold medal. Heck, they don't even finish in the top 5. So the climax of the film is an exhibition game, which is a bit anticlimactic. Some final thoughts. The Spirit of the Game is watchable. Now, the tagline of the film is "The faith of a few inspired a nation," but the faith of the filmmakers in this case did not inspire this movie reviewer. Thanks so much for joining me to review this film. Please like, subscribe, and leave a comment, and join us next time for another episode of the Mormon Movie Reviews, where LDS movie lovers belong, in which we will review Mobsters and Mormons. So long.